All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. 180. Check 56. Get that quarterback.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Grant. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. This is Grant. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They will run with Grant. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Spinning away. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They're running it. SOS. Super one, super one.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Five. No.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
All day, baby, all day. Kill.
On second down now, Akers. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Got 180.
Check 26, check 26.
Value 3. Touch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Going up top for Kupp. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. Here's the third-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Focus, defense, focus. Kill. Hey, watch it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Like 20.
Like 54. Check. Tight dog.
On third down, Akers, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
13 yards there and a Niner first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, it's Grant. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 37. Check 37.
And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin.
Here we go.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Rams.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Blue down,
Ric Flair.
watch the whip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mike, check, 59.
Value 1. Here we go.
From the 36, Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, Akers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
59 mark. Check, 59. Let's get it together.
Brings up 2nd and
Check
goal.
13. Check 13.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Go, 12, go.
Don't be scared of it.
A shotgun snap for Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Grant. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
49ers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Jim.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hold on. Check. We go. 76. 76.
Hey, Charlie. 54. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
Gone. Completes it to Austin. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike, check. 59.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Throwing again is gone. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff throwing again. And Woods has it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Akers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 11 now, Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, flush to his right. He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Completes it to Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try the left side. Grant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go back to Grant. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Corey Grant, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
11. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Kill. 5. 2.
Here we go. Check him up. Check the call. Watch that.
Here's Goff. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big connection there. Goff to Austin, 45 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Smooth.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft. Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9".
Goff now looks to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee. his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a two-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Super 66.
After the interception, here's Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
50's a month. 50's a month. We own them. We own them.
Mahomes now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Yellow.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. And incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He's back to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And that is enter. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Los Angeles, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis.